For there to be a minimum, what did my f prime have to do? Negative to positive, not positive to negative. What a dummy I am. Sorry, you guys. My f prime goes from negative to positive. On my picture, does my f prime values go from negative to positive at -3?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Okay, so we do have a minimum there. We okay with that, you guys? Okay. A point of inflection is when my second derivative changes signs. Whoops, changes signs. At -2, I agree. How are we getting f double prime from an f prime graph? Slope. What was my f prime before -2? Positive, then it's 0, then it's positive again. Did it change signs? No. Not from positive to positive. No. Nope. Okay. The graph is concave down. What makes something concave down? It's when the second derivative is negative. From 0 to 4 is my second derivative negative. They're talking about here. The second derivative is going to be the slope of f prime. The slope this entire time is negative. So I agree. 1 and 3, baby. 3x squared plus 12x plus 7. Thank you so much. Don't forget about this part. I forgot about this part when I was doing it first period. What's the derivative of -2 cosine? Plus 2 sine. I heard it. Let's go find that second derivative. What's that second derivative? 6x plus 12 plus positive, just because the derivative sign is, plus 2 cosine. Now, let's go graph that second derivative in my calc. So I'm going to go to my y equals. I'm going to go graph that as 6x plus 12 plus 2 cosine. And, oh, you guys, I think that it did work, actually. I would sketch this, and I'd say, all right, my second derivative is this. Changes concavity is when my second derivative changes signs. Does this graph of my second derivative change signs? Yeah, at the 0. Let's go find what that 0 is. Second trace is 0. To the little to the left, a little to the right. Do we get negative 1.89? Teddy. Let's go take a peek. It says, on what intervals is the graph concave down? When it says give a reason, you guys, what makes something concave down? F double prime is negative. That's your reason. You don't have to write anything more than that. And then we just have to say where. For what x values is my f double prime negative? This is a graph of f prime. How would I find f double prime from that graph? The slope. You guys, what's my slope here? Negative. Then what's my slope in pink? Positive. What's my slope in blue? And then pink. So from what x to what x is my f double prime negative? -2 to 0 and 4 to 6. You could have done brackets on these as well, and they would accept that. Okay. Now they said, hey, where does the f have a point of inflection? That justification, point of inflection, is when f double prime does what? You know it, Kira. F double prime changes signs. That's my justification. What is f double prime here? Negative. What's f double prime here? Positive. So what happened at -2? Point of inflection, because f double prime went from negative to positive. My f double prime changed signs. So we're going to say at x is -2. Do you think it's happening anywhere else? Yeah. What was my f prime here in green? I'm sorry, f double prime? Positive. What's my f double prime here in pink? Negative. Did my f double prime change signs even though it's at a cusp or corner? Yes. My f double prime went from positive to negative, and that's all we need. So we're going to say that happened at 0. I will say my f double prime does not exist at 0 because we have a cusp or a corner, but it still has a point of inflection there. You cool with that? Good job, you guys. Here we go, little AP. I don't know what year this was, but this is definitely a free response. It says from -5 to 6, boop, 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 oops, boop, boop to boop, boop. It says, where is f increasing and concave up. Now, there's some words that are really, I know, I'm with you. I was like, what? There's a graph of G. It took Dean Colahan to be like, but they told us G is the derivative of F. So G is really just the same as, yes, you guys, so good. G is just F prime. They're the exact same thing. So for F to be increasing, for my function to be increasing, this was F. What do I know about F prime? F prime is positive. So I'm just going to write that off to the side. For F to be increasing, F prime is positive. For F to be concave up, my F double prime is positive. You guys, those are your reasons right there. We're going to say that, and then we got to go find out where. Now, we're going to go to our graph, which is a graph of F prime. I need to go see where is F prime positive. This is a graph of F prime. F prime is going to be positive anywhere where what the x-axis? Above. So would you agree that we're above the x-axis this entire blue time? That's where my F prime is positive. Where's my F double prime positive? The slope of F prime has to be positive. What's my slope of F prime here? 0. What about here? Positive. What about here? And here? And then here? 0. And here? And then here? Great. Where did my blue and pink overlap? 0 to 1. And 4 to, yeah, on this one, actually, we're going to stop it at 6 Q, only because they said my graph is going from negative, oh yeah, right here, because we're going from -5 to 6. Good call. Nope, perfect. Okay. Last thing, find the x-coordinate of a point of inflection. My rationale is going to be F double prime changes signs. That's what gives us a point of inflection. Where does my F double prime change signs? Okay. This has to be at a point. It's called a point of inflection for a reason. So, what's my F double prime here? 0. F double prime here. Positive here. Here. Have we changed signs yet? No. What about here, though? We go to negative, but did that happen at a point? Did we go from positive to negative at a point? No, there was like all this time, positive 0 to negative. There's too much time in there. But if our F double prime is negative here and positive here, do we have a point of inflection at 4? Yeah, we're going to say at x equals 4 because my F double prime changed signs.